Today, we are talking about moral dilemmas in international leadership. It is well known that many well-known entrepreneurs face ethical dilemmas, such as Ruimin Zhang, the CEO of Haier Refrigerators. How leaders solve these dilemmas and the analysis of leadership style is the main content of our development. This is a table of contents. First of all, I will briefly introduce the contents introduced by members of the team and the background of Haier Refrigerator. Next, Shi Yini will explain what is moral dilemma. Lei Hu analyzed the critical evaluation of the leader style and leadership, as well as the advantages and disadvantages of Haier Refrigerator. Huang Zhou will show the moral choice in the event, combining theory with critical discussion. How to solve the problem and how to discuss the solution critically are elaborated by Shuxin Huang. Jian Liu is responsible for making suggestions on similar incidents in the future. Finally, it is summarized by Shi Yini. Next, let me introduce the background. The cause of the incident was that a user reported that there was a problem with the quality of refrigerators. Ruimin Zhang CEO immediately asked people to check and found that 76 refrigerators had problems. For the quality problems of refrigerators, Ruimin Zhang did not invade and hide, but chose to smash 76 refrigerators in public by the employees who produced them. And this one move established quality consciousness for employees. On January 15, 2020, Ruimin Zhang gave an exclusive interview to the refrigerator smashing incident. She said that his purpose was to correct the concept of employees and pay attention to product quality. The next part will be given to Shi Yini.
Thanks for your. I'm Shi Yini. Now I will tell you the ethical dilemma, the definition of the ethical dilemma. An ethical dilemma is a problem in the decision-making process between two possible opportunities, neither of which is absolutely acceptable from the ethical perspective. Moral dilemmas are particularly important in personal life, which often occurs in the workplace. There are many definitions of moral dilemmas. First one, it is a problem. Second one, it is a kind of moral argument. Third, performance of the moral duty is betrayal of another. Fourth, it is a kind of condition of ethical dilemma. Fifth, it is a choice in the face to moral problems. In the event that Haier smashed the refrigerator, the quality of refrigerator appeared serious problems. Ruimin Zhang and Haier encountered their moral dilemma in the phase 2 of 1 to 3 grade product. He encountered a problem how to deal with these poor quality refrigerators. She gave up the sales of product, smashes the refrigerator, told employees to view quality over quantity, fulfilled her moral obligation, and gave up her interesting. Thanks. The next is Lei Hu.
Thanks to Shi Yini, I'm Lei Hu, and I will analyze the leadership of Ruimin Zhang. First of all, I will use situational leader theory. Situational leadership is a leadership style in which the leader adapts to the current work environment and team needs. This leadership style does not depend on the leader's skills, but rather on the leader's ability to adapt to the requirements of the team or organization in order to become a better and more effective leader. High task, low relationship. Leader behavior S1 is called telling because it is characterized by one-way communication where the leader defines the role of the follower and tells them what, how, when, and where to perform the various tasks. Based on these incidents, Ruimin Zhang did not listen to the staff after discovering the quality problems products in the warehouse, but directed his staff to match the refrigerator with quality problems, which should that belong to the situational leadership as one, high directive, low supportive behavior. Next, I will use the behavioral leader theory. Behavioral leadership theory involves observing and evaluating the actions and behaviors of leaders in dealing with specific task-oriented leaders focus on setting goals and achieving them. Task-oriented leaders grow strong in a well-structured environment and often exhibit authority behavior. They are usually more focused on the team's end results than on the day-to-day development process. And in this case, Ruimin Zhang, a task-oriented leader, is more concerned with the consequence of these incidents and value achieving goals and good results. So he chose to smash the refrigerator with quality problems and established a solid foundation for quality management. Finally, I will talk about the advantages and disadvantages of Ruimin Zhang's leadership style. The advantages in these events is that each employee's awareness of quality generally improved. It enhanced the employee's sense of responsibility for production, but his leadership style is also flawed, and he does not communicate deeply with employees when discussing countermeasures, but directly negates the solutions that employees process and implements their ideas directly, which leads to low relationship. Next, Huayang Zhou will talk it.
Thank you, Lei Hu. I will talk about the ethical choice of leaders and further analyze the leadership through the ethical theory and how ethical leadership affects higher organization. As you can see, there were two options of the Zhang Ruimin. In the first case, the company sells the substandard products to these customers, while the other choice is destroyed all the refrigerators that have developed problems. If he chose option 1, it will alleviate the financial crisis, maybe appease the company's employees, but it may affect the company's reputation. If chose option 2, which would result in a financial loss to the company. However, it may indirectly improve the quality of the product. So, why did Ruimin Zhang make his choice? Which leader skills can be analyzed through the ethical theory? Here it shows that the ethical theory is built from two domains, leader conduct and character. First, through the teleological theory, we observed that Ruimin Zhang thinks in terms of achieving the greatest value for the customers, followed by the interest of the employees and the interest of the company's goals. So I think it is altruism in this consequence. And in this scenario, the leader is an altruistic style. From a management perspective of duty theory, Ruimin Zhang is responsible for all employees. It is because the reputation of the company is tied to self-development of the employees in the future. In terms of the personal character, Ruimin Zhang communicates to his employees a value of honesty and fairness. There are self-nurturing traits of the leader. However, that kind of the leader who possesses ethical traits tend to stand out in the organization and further more people. On this side of the PowerPoint, I will describe the impact of the ethical leadership on the higher organization. From the periods analyzed, it appears that ethical leader can help followers establish or reinforce their value through what is seen as the normative behaviors and altruistic motivates. Through team building behavior and honest behavior, Ruimin Zhang has guided the ethical standard of his employees and has set a higher ethical standard for the higher team. At the same time, employees are motivated to develop their ethical behavior. More notably, the impact of the ethical leadership used by Zhang Ruimin on his followers is mutually reinforcing because the leader provides a positive environment. The next part will be carried out by Shuxin Huang, a member of my group.
Thanks to Huayang, I'm Shuxin Huang, and I will determine the type of leadership of Ruimin Zhang based on the Pascal theory and evaluate the solution of the case. I believe that Ruimin Zhang is achievement-oriented leadership, in which the followers believe that the good with quality problems can be sold to internal employees as usual, which means that the followers are only skilled in producing the refrigerators. They are not interested in the company's goal of quality first and did not care about the quality issues. Ruimin Zhang's way of handling the situation was to invite the whole staff to visit the poor quality products and lead the responsible person to smash the substandard products. He is a leader who challenges the followers to perform work at the highest level possible. Therefore, Ruimin Zhang is achievement-oriented leadership. As a leader, you must help your followers remove the obstacles and set the goals. In this case, the background of not caring the quality and the letter from the customers were the obstacles for the followers, who were confused by these complaints and wanted to use the defective products as usual. Ruimin Zhang's drastic action of smashing the refrigerators gave the followers a strong impact, providing them with psychological structure, task clarity, and greater sense of certainty in their unclear and ambiguous situation in the work setting. The ultimate goal of Pascal theory is to enhance employees' performance and satisfaction by focusing on the employees' motivation. I think in this case, Ruimin Zhang did not follow the motivation principle emphasized in the Pascal theory and just let the followers know that the defective products will be destroyed, without providing motivation from the followers' view. In my opinion, he should make his followers realize later in the progress that they are capable of performing their work and their efforts will result in a desired outcome. And he should give the followers material and moral rewards after the work is completed to a high standard. It is believed that the employees will be motivated to achieve the greater breakthroughs and complete their tasks to a higher standard. Thank you for listening. The next part will be carried out by Ken Liu.
Thank you for Shuxin Huang. My name is Jian Liu. In this session, I will talk about suggestions for similar events in the future. First of all, leaders need to actively communicate with employees and get some suggestions from employees. Take the initiative to communicate with employees. convey their intention to subordinate, and strive to research a consensus on thinking and understanding. So, to promote the enthusiasm of employees to work and improve work efficiency. Secondly, leaders establish craft value and moral standard for their employees. Establishing and strengthening the value of employees can closely unite the employees, form a strong cohesion, and promote the development of enterprise. Leaders shout out to craft value and make strict rules and regulation for their employees. Since customers trust the quality of the company products, the leader must do a good job in quality control. Good reputation and reputation are the driving force for long-term development of enterprise. Finally, Min Zhang, the leader of higher company, leads a supportive leadership style. Leaders need supportive leadership style, and the attitude towards subordinate is friendly and approachable. They pay attention to welfare and the needs of their subordinate, treat their subordinates equally, respect their status, show full concern and understanding to their subordinate, and sincerely help their subordinates when they are in need. This is my part. It's about some transaction for the these similar events. Next is 诗一逆 part. It's about conclusion for the events. Thank you for listening.
From the through of the situation leadership, we can analyze that Ruimin Zhang belongs as one of situation leadership. Through the behavioral leadership through, we analyze that Ruimin Zhang belongs the task-oriented leadership style. We creatively evaluated her and found the strengths and weakness in her leadership style. The following is the analysis of Ruimin Zhang's achievement-oriented leadership besides the pace go through. In the face of quality problems, she takes the solution of smashing and refrigerator. We believe that Ruimin Zhang can put forward some incentive measuring according the pay scale through of to make employees more motivated. As for decision of moral choice of leadership, Ruimin Zhang guides the moral standard of employees through team building behavior and integrity behavior, and establish a higher moral standard from higher team. Second, Ruimin Zhang sets up created view and moral codes from employees. Communicated well with and gets along well with employees, and also introduce the theory of the uh, supportive leadership. To sum up this presentation, use the various methods of a nice higher group. Moral dilemma are a common things in our life and the way to deal with them in words learning. Thanks for teachers listening. Thanks.